Good morning, traders. It's the 11th of March. Richard Miller here doing an Ichimoku Cloud Chart market review of the Nasdaq 100. A couple of weeks ago we were profiling the Nasdaq, saying that it became very extended from the top end of the cloud. The 10% correction ensued. We were looking for a 10% correction at least. The Nasdaq did try and rebound from the top end of the cloud here. If we look at the daily, it managed to rebound there briefly, but then it ran into trouble at the front cloud resistance zone, this 13,117 zone. It then sold off, failed to find support or at the bottom end of the cloud. It then went into bearish territory on the daily. Price action below the cloud is bearish, and then it sold off. And it managed to find support at the standard line, this level here, as well as these old lows of December. And it managed to find support in around those levels, rebounded, fought for the bottom end of the cloud here, managed to rebound the bottom end cloud chart resistance, and it's now very close to this front cloud resistance zone. Let me just zoom in here. You can see this front cloud resistance zone here, so we can see that. Will be interesting to see what the Nasdaq's going to do when it gets to this level, because you can see that's kind of a line in the sand, as well as the front cloud level there. If it manages to break past this level, it will test the top end cloud chart resistance, and then the next levels to watch out for is this old high here, very close to 13,317, and the top end of the cloud 13,506. So critical for the Nasdaq to get back above the top end of the cloud to be bullish again. But so far so good. We're back above the bottom end of the cloud, so that's somewhat bullish, with upside resistance targets at the top end of the cloud. Yeah, so those are the levels to watch out for. Just from a big picture perspective, we're still quite extended from the top end of the cloud here. You can see the distance between the price action and the cloud. Front cloud 12,744 came in as a support zone in this 10% correction. It was a little bit more than 10%, and it did manage to rebound from the standard line here of the cloud. You can see that purple line there, so that is a line in the sand in terms of support. If that line fails, then we're going to dip right back to these bottom cloud chart support levels. But so far on the daily, looking for a test of this resistance zone at the top end of the cloud, that level there first, 13,048, then that level, and then these old resistance zones as we go higher in a stepped approach. Turning to the 4-hour chart, we can see, we can see when the market sliced through the bottom in the cloud, it did rebound from all cloud chart support levels. You can see a rebound from the standard line, which that support level comes from this January low standard line, broke past the cloud resistance, then was met with significant resistance at the front end of the cloud yet 13,317. You can see that line there, that's a significant resistance zone. Then hit that zone, and then sold off again, sliced through the bottom in the cloud, kept on selling off, and then it tested as we went down. It kept on testing that level, 12,671, 12,520, 12,365, and 12,303. Eventually managed to rebound from that 12,303, and we can see that 12,303 comes from this cluster of support. It's this cloud chart level here. It's very close to that cloud chart level, as well as these old lows here on the 4-hour chart. So we did manage to get our rebound. Now what we're looking for is the top end resistance zone, this front resistance 13,048. Will be interesting to see if the Nasdaq's going to hit that this week, and if it manages to break past that level, then we're looking at these old levels here to the upside, and 13,317 as the next key resistance level. But it's a critical week ahead for the Nasdaq to rebound from these current support zones back up to the bottom end of the cloud and test resistance levels there. So we really actually need to see the Nasdaq to trade back above the top end of the cloud here to be ultra bullish on the 4-hour. So that's the risk. Price action below the cloud is generally bearish. Price action above the cloud is generally bullish from an Ichimoku Cloud Chart perspective. Just turning to the hourly one. Here we can see the sell-off, and there was a lovely, for the swing trading trader, there's a short selling signal as it sliced to the bottom in the cloud here. Then just make this a little bit smaller so we can see where these support levels come from. So we know that these levels come from the 4-hour and daily chart, so that's where we got our rebound. and then we rebounded nicely back to the bottom of the cloud. Now we're back above the top end of the cloud and testing this front cloud support level here. That old resistance level should now act as new support. If that support fails, then we're going to dip to the bottom end of the cloud, yeah. But it's encouraging to see the front end of the cloud is signaling that we're starting to see a new move to the upside. So that's encouraging. Two levels to watch out for: 12,744, this level here, and the bottom in the cloud here, as well as this standard line level here. That's also a key support zone. So any weakness could dip into these two levels and rebound from there. But so far so good, testing the top end in the cloud for support. So it is it's very encouraging to see that. If support holds here, then the next level we're going to be testing is 13,048 as we go along, in 13,229. These cloud chart resistance levels. So those are the levels to watch out for on the hourly. But back to the 4 hour, just to recap what we're looking for here. Let's make this bigger. So we can see possibility for a rebound from these old support levels, 12,671, as well as the standard line, the turning line now, is a potential rebound zone. So that's a cluster of support with upside targets of 13,048, this cloud chart resistance zone, and that zone coincides well with that resistance zone. So we need to get past that level, and then ultimately we really want to see the Nasdaq breaking past the top end of the cloud. It needs to, to be bullish on the 4 hour, we really need to be trading in and around this zone. But so far, swing trading is counter trend. The trade is back up to the bottom in the cloud chart resistance for a particular Nasdaq swing trade. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading.